Good morning, Mitt. Have you seen Steve? Oh, he's sleeping in the bathroom sink? Cats love to do that. We're getting up early today. T-Rex, let's try and keep it down. It's only 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't care what time it is. 52 degrees. Let's remember that number at 6/14 on May the 6th. It's Monday morning. Let's go, Steve. I did not wake up to the sound of T-Rex barking this morning. Woke up to the sound of a song sparrow. I started singing at about 4:32. That was a cardinal. There's a cardinal and a goose. There's a ferry heading out to do its job today, transporting the good people of eastern Massachusetts from Hingham to Boston and Boston to Hingham. Pretty sunrise. It's a little unusual to have a ferry just kind of sitting there. Everything okay, Captain? So we've got stratocumulus cloud. Well, a little bit of one. That's the stratocumulus right there. Kind of a fog cloud. Then altocumulus. And then nimbostratus. What's nimbostratus? Nimbostratus is a rain cloud. And sure enough, the radar does show a little bit of rain south of Cape Cod this morning. We'll get to more on our local weather in a minute. Look at that pattern in the grass right there. Patterns everywhere, beauty everywhere. But it's not pretty in the middle of the nation. And so when the first thing I did after that song sparrow didn't really wake me up, I just heard him. I looked at Twitter and I saw this tweet from Jim Cantore, rather alarming. He says, this is the significant tornado parameter, where 1 is a tornado day, and then to have 2 on this thing is about it's double the significant tornado parameter. And he says it's rather alarming, and it's one of the strongest tornado signals he's ever seen. This is for Oklahoma. I went and found out where that model came from. It's the Weather Bell site, and it's the HRR model. It's not really a special model, but different weather companies give little different maps. So Weather Bell, you can go there. I got it off the premium site for 8 o'clock tonight, our time. Excuse me, it's 10 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock Central Time in Oklahoma, there on the Texas border. There's the 2, and that means just an incredible potential tornado day. F2 to F5 tornadoes, almost guaranteed. So that's a frightening day, and that's where the Storm Prediction Center, SPC, puts their greatest threat right there in Oklahoma. As the sun goes down this evening in Oklahoma. That weather will eventually make its way to New England. We'll go to New England now, talk about the 52 and show the temperature and dew point map. In Boston, the temperature 52, the dew point 52, 2. So that's a lot of low-level moisture. And also the water temperature south of Cape Cod, close to 52. In northern New England, you get your 47, 47 there in Concord. So that means we have a high degree of humidity in the atmosphere this morning. And we kind of overachieved in the rainfall department. Brian in Mansfield says he got close to a ½ inch. So you remember on Friday night, Saturday morning forecast, I showed the rain for southern New England didn't look that impressive, but I thought it would be greater. It was greater. So we got 0.35 here in Weymouth last night. Mostly at dark, though, so mostly at night. So it was not a bad day yesterday. I actually got up to about 60 degrees before the rain came in last night. So that means since last Monday, I've had close to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Now, I know it's not been an equal distribution, but there's more rain in the forecast, more landscaping chores in the forecast. Still watching that ferry just kind of idling there. It's a catamaran. I could just see between the 2 pontoons. I was hoping I could see that again. So that weather in the middle of the country is going to come our way. But before that happens, we are on a streak of beautiful Tuesdays. Hey, wait, it's Monday, right? Yeah, well, today we're kind of in between 2 high pressure systems. That high to the east of New England, which wants to push air in from the east, is retreating. There's a warm front right at the south coast of New England. And then there's a high pressure system over the Great Lakes that wants to come in and give us a pretty nice Monday and a beautiful Tuesday. And then there's the map in the middle of the nation. You get that red over Oklahoma. That's that severe weather outbreak this evening. And then tomorrow, of course, the storms die out at night, but it takes a long time. And tomorrow we'll have high pressure right over us, but there's a front off to the south of New England and a front coming at us from the north. So we're kind of threading the needle with a beautiful day tomorrow. Here's the Sterling, Massachusetts, central for New England. 3 to 5 day from weather.us. You can also get your 14-day on there. And it shows the beautiful Tuesday in the 70s. And notice the blue line, the dew point, which is up near 60 today. Kind of sticky today. That's why we may have a scattered shower and a thunderstorm. And then tomorrow, it's a dew point falling back down to the 30s with the temperature in the 70s. That's gorgeous. Sunburn weather tomorrow. Sun's so high in the sky right now. We're gaining a minute of daylight in the morning and a minute in the afternoon now. I think in the next 2 days, the sun's going to start coming up at 5:30. So anyhow, sunburn weather. And then you see the, I kind of went off it. I'll go to the 14-day here. I'll show you the major dip that's going to happen in the temperature here, starting on Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. The weekend looks a little better than it did before. All right, one more quick glance at the HRR for New England. There's the few showers in Maine this morning, south of Cape Cod moving out. And then you see just a couple of dots there forming this afternoon. So a scattered shower and a thunderstorm. So somebody could get a half-inch of rain in a very short time, maybe with a little bit of hail today, maybe a lightning bolt. But most of us are going to be dry. And then that kind of holds on. Cape Cod tonight, a couple showers go by, and Cape Cod may start off damp again tomorrow and then turn beautiful. So I think we're all going to end up with a beautiful Tuesday. And then there are some raindrops coming at us there from the west on Wednesday. So let's go to the bigger picture for the Wednesday. Let's go to the pivotalweather.com Euro model, ECMWF. And here comes our high pressure system coming in for tonight and tomorrow, making our beautiful weather. That major system in the middle of the nation, which incidentally has a lot of snow out there in Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado. Again, this week it's anomalous cold chasing anomalous warmth. That's where you get your severe weather. And then it holds together and comes right through New England on Wednesday. So leftover from today's Oklahoma severe outbreak will bring us some downpours on Wednesday. And then it's a series of low pressure systems coming through here, with the colder air settling in gradually. The south coast may be in the 70s, while in Maine it could be in the 40s. And this is not to be trusted absolutely as it looks. Just off and on showers and thunderstorms. Thursday night still looks like the wettest part of our week, where there could be some perhaps localized flash flooding. It looks like Thursday night, as we're really on a tight boundary between hot south and cold north. And then if we stop it here on Friday for a second, you see the purple there? And that's cold enough for rain and what the Euro says would be sleet coming out of the sky in parts of northern New Hampshire and Maine on Friday. But I guess the good news is that the stronger low pressure system is going to try and take off to the east, put it back in motion on Saturday. Now it leaves us in very sort of low barometer chill. That is instability, but in May, to have it that cold in the sky almost guarantees clouds and a chance of showers. But if this is right, the weekend looks a lot better than it did 2 days ago. With not a washout, but chilly air and cold enough for snow flurries or showers at the tops of the mountains, and otherwise sort of April-type showers in May for a lot of us. Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, that high kind of builds to our south, and all of a sudden the wind comes around from the west, and we should warm it up dramatically with a warm front. Probably won't be a clean warm front, but say you're sailing a tall ship named Lynx from Newport, Rhode Island to Nantucket, our vineyard, on Tuesday into Wednesday. That's a tailwind. That's pretty gusty from the southwest. It'll be a chilly southwest wind for this time of year. As we just talked about, the water temperature is about 52, so the air temperature will be in the 50s at the south coast, but inland it would be warmer. And then there's another front coming at us. Now we're at about Wednesday the 15th, and looks like we'll be on the warm side, but that's a chance of rain and snow near the Great Lakes on day 10. And so that means it's going to be kind of a cooler wave of weather coming at us. So lots of action. There's Steve over there checking their rain bucket. No longer the ice bucket, it's the rain bucket. And T-Rex. And we took the show on the road yesterday. Now, the animals didn't come with us, but we were tooling around here getting some chores done, and then we went to visit Tommy and Christine and TJ in Hanson. And I found a really interesting nature walk right there. And a beautiful, well, I don't know about beautiful, but definitely totally Yankee feeling, slow-paced country store that had everything in it, Myatt's. And so
I'll leave you with some and more with nature and the river running high with mosquitoes under the culvert there in Hanson. And
Celtics and Bruins off to the next
round. Bruins are going to Florida tonight. Bruins are playing tonight. No rest for the weary. Does that mean we drink beers?
It's dry out day, isn't it? The weather's kind of drying out. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Talk to you tomorrow. T-Rex. First raindrops. Noontime, 55 degrees. The rain was underdone for southern New England. Not sure how much we're going to get, but it's warmer than I thought, too. Sounds like a cardinal in a car.
So odd that someone puts their compost on this path.
I just
don't know. Oh, there's a squirrel, Rex. There's a person, too. Better grab you. Anyhow, it stopped raining. And it's pretty nice. There's very little wind. It's close to 60 degrees.
Love. Izzy, snowflakes, no second earth.
And two cats getting along.
And the noise of a jet plane. And I found this. What is wind?
Pressure. No, wind is air moving from high to low pressure.
Three o'clock. Just a couple of showers so far.
And the tulips undecided whether they should open or not today. Kind of opened a little.
Tulip preservation weather continues. 4 p.m.
Sunday, Cinco de Mayo. Took the show on the road a little bit today. Got some relatives that just moved to Hanson. Or back to Hanson. Myatt's Country Store. We're talking
old school here.
The only other job I would have wanted on TV would have been to work for Chronicle. So what I do is almost like that Chronicle show on Channel 5, if you know it. And we're on the road to Hanson. And there's a river
right over on the other side of Myatt's. Great store. A little too embarrassed to take you in there, but there's also a barber shop and a pizza place.
Birds are singing, sky is gray.
Let's go out this door. Right here. Now, I think this is poison ivy. I accidentally grabbed some of that off a tree near my house the other day. So everything is blooming. Look at this down here. That's not poison ivy. Can I go down here? Are the herring coming up through here? All right, we're on an adventure. You know, people think I look like Anthony Everett. But Anthony Everett hiked down here and almost killed himself. Probably. So cool. So I don't see any herring here.
It must be the town line right there. I think
Hanover's on the other side of this stream, and I'm in Hanson right now. That's my guess. I'm thinking my right foot is in Hanover and my left foot is in Hanson right now. All right, now both feet I think are in Hanson. Yep, called it.
Let's go across the street. There's the boundary between
Hanson and Hanover. Love it. Never been here in my life. But apparently, my in-laws spent a lot of their life here. So grateful to be learning about it now. Let's go over here. Looks like the river comes through a couple of different places.
Thinking about you, Private
First Class Robert S. Hammond Memorial Bridge. Oh yeah, there's definitely fish in here.
Go check the other side.
But there's no cars coming. Pretty busy. Wow. Class 5 here. This is Great. See any fish? Neither do I. If that wall could talk, I want to hear the story.
Maybe the sign will tell me where I am. Let's see. Pets must be on a leash. No dumping, littering. Hansen. Doesn't tell you where you are, though.
What river this is. Part of it's over there, and the other part of it's over there. Oh, there's a sign. I see a sign. Okay, let's go read it. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Ah, it's the Mattakeeset, Massachuseuk.
Usually if you ask
For an answer, you will find it.
Oh, we're at the Mattakeeset, Massachuseuk. Prior to contact, the Mattakeeset, Massachuseuk community, thinking people that lived here several hundred years ago, practiced sustainable agriculture techniques and developed a process that did not require the use of domesticated animals. Every few years, community members would clear agricultural lands using a slash and burn method. This process involved cutting and burning a forest, wooded area, to create a swidden field. By regularly mowing fields and sediments, the soil in these locations remained fertile.
All right, let's burn it. Not. And look at the poison ivy everywhere. It's gonna be a good year for that. All right, I suppose my family's probably wondering where I went. We lost Tim again. Last seen headed down the Mattakeeset, Massachuseuk, to see where the two streams merged. I think I'm almost there. Can we go fishing? There it is. I found where they merge. Right here. Mattakeeset, Massachuseuk. Or something like that. Love discovering New England. Just go for a walk. Just go outside. And you will find something fun. No matter where you go. Whoa. And I'm not barefoot. And Rex is not with me. All right, that's it. More and more and more. Play us out, Piano Man. Captain Space Time.
I take it back. We're not going to play it out with Captain Spacetime piano. We're just going to listen to the birds here at the end of a dead-end road in Hanson, Massachusetts at 6:30 p.m. I hear so many different kinds of birds, including owls. Until tomorrow.